Earth 3030. Over 1,000 years ago, there was a controversial scientist that lived that made incredible discoveries, some of which could have had profoundly positive effects on human society and the planet as a whole. Unfortunately, his works were suppressed and even lost upon his mysterious death. It is rumored that these works were confiscated by various government agencies and subsequently passed around and kept hidden by secret underground societies whose members profited from keeping this knowledge from the public. It also allowed these groups great power in shaping the direction of societal structure. It is believed that this was among the main causes of the increasingly poor conditions in the quality of life and inequalities endured by the working class for hundreds of years thereafter. Recently, a group of scientists acquired some of these works, which included, amongst many things, instructions on how to build a functional time machine. After much debate, they decided that this information was still far too dangerous to bring to the public. Yet, they were still all too eager to build the machine and test its capabilities. So the group pooled together their skill sets and constructed the machine. After discussing the ethics of its use, they agreed not to use it for personal gain and only for the good of everyone. They believed that the best place to start was to learn the mysteries of the past in which were lost to us over time so that we could truly learn from and possibly correct mistakes. It was decided that the first mission would be in the prehistoric past, long before humans ever came into existence. Despite the dangers in which the mission clearly presented, the scientists were overwhelmed with the excitement of answering the questions we never could. After making preparations and squirting the equipment they would need to stay safe and effectively research, they departed into the great unknown. The trip through time and space was disorienting, causing the scientists to lose their memory as well as get violently ill. At this point in their journey, we do not have much information on what took place. Since all memories were lost, including how to communicate, they were like tiny children literally let loose in the wilderness. And a very dangerous one at that. Many of the scientists perished within hours of arrival. The survivors managed to endure due to their advanced capacity to learn and adapt, as well as muscle, memory and instinct, which all seemed to remain. Now realistically, as elite as these scientists' brain capacity and muscle memory may have been compared to an average human, it simply wouldn't have been enough to survive against prehistoric predators in their natural habitat. There was one key factor that kept these guys alive that no one could ever have anticipated. As it turns out, they were all saved by another group of scientists, non-human scientists, velociraptor scientists. Velociraptors were highly intelligent, even more so than we could have ever imagined. The raptor scientists found our group of humans in a trap set by hunters that trapped big game. They studied our humans as we were a new and unknown species to them. The raptors were fascinated with human capacity with intelligence, but certainly found it odd that there was obvious difficulty with the humans communicating with each other. The raptors even developed a theory that it was a natural defense mechanism inherent in humans when encountering another intelligent species. However, the raptors found it easier to teach the human scientists how to speak their native raptor language rather than teaching their own children. Once the humans were able to communicate again, they worked with the raptor scientists to decipher human language from the various texts present with the human equipment that they still did not remember its use. After nearly 2 decades of living amongst the raptors and integrating themselves in raptor society, they finally understood human language, or at least enough to learn where they were from and how to get back. The raptors desired to travel to the future with the humans, but it was decided that would be too dangerous, as it wasn't clear how the raptors would be received, especially if they couldn't guarantee to keep the raptors safe if memories were again lost. To try and help with the memory loss issue, everything they learned was recorded in the human language as well as the raptor language. The humans also promised to come back for the raptors once they could ensure their safety. While the humans would miss their friends and feared the unknown of their own society, they still lacked any memory of they knew they needed to go home. And so the humans departed. Upon arrival back in their time, they were relieved to still have all of their memories, but a little confused by this. In addition, all of their original memories came flooding back onto the moment of arrival. Yet, what became even more confusing than that was when, stepping out of the time machine, they were surrounded by equally confused-looking raptors and not a human in sight.